tonight to, it was kind of a sloppy start, I thought, for both teams. And then you just got kind of rolling from three, and that kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, I was really proud of this group that we were able to keep our defensive intensity even though we weren't hitting shots. We were feeling like we were getting great looks from three and shots at the rim, but we weren't really connecting on them. But usually in the past, when we're not scoring well, our defensive energy would kind of slip. But tonight we were able to keep our defensive energy up. So when we just kept playing and kept being tough. So when it was time for us to make shots, we were just still ready and keep getting stops and able to keep the lead instead of coming from behind because we weren't making shots.
JP, your first shot goes in and out, but the rest of the night, you seem to gain some confidence from that shot going in and out. Just talk about. I think I saw Coach Ritchie tell you to keep shooting. Just talk about your night and what you were seeing out there, what you were feeling out there.
Yeah, after the first shot, I was kind of I really thought I was going in, to be honest. But, like you said, Coach Ritchie just told me keep shooting. I know the coaches believe in me. And, when the coaches believe in you, that gives you a lot of confidence already. So, I just trusted my worked on my shot prep and stuff like that, and they just start going down. And when one go down, then, they all start falling. So.
What is the dynamic? Y'all just lost an agonizing game at Chattanooga. And then tonight, you just run wild. It's got to be a lot of fun, but that game Saturday ain't going to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is this a nice little in-between?
Coach Ritchie says whenever you lose a game, you always got to go back to your principles and to the basics. So that's something we try to really focus on this week in practice and in this tonight's game. Not try to fix everything that went wrong or try to make some hero new plays or hero new strategy. Just go back to our basics, get back to our strengths. And, like you said, this past Saturday's game was a tough loss. But if we just go back to playing how we feel like we'll be able to win those games in the future. And we just have to take one game at a time, not really worry about the past or look forward into the future and just handle what's in front of us and try to play as best as we can.
JP, it seemed like you guys were up 19-10, I think. And it was, like I said, it was kind of a slow start for both teams. But you had kind of got a little bit settled in. And then I thought Joe Anderson had a no-look pass to Alex Hunter, and Alex immediately found you in the corner for that first three you hit. And it seemed like it was such a beautiful play, it kind of took the roof off a little bit. It was not the biggest crowd because of the weather probably, but kind of got fired up. Can you feel that when you hit the three, and can you feel the crowd? Because then it was Joe Anderson, three JPs, three. I had 5 threes in a row, and that was ball game.
Mm-hmm. I think definitely the crowd played a part into it. When all the noise and energy in the room, it kind of lifts up everybody. But part of that was just sticking to our core, trusting our teammates, being a good teammate, ball movement. Like Coach Ritchie always says, like the ball will find the hottest person, or it'll always find whoever it needs to find as long as we stick to our principles.
You have enough firepower that there ought to be somebody hot. There ought to be enough room if you can find that. If you have that. I mean, like, for instance, they have the so-called big three that gets to be the big four and all that. But I mean, it seems like there's another breakthrough player like JP every night. Y'all have the offense you need.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes, early in the year, you start out wonderful, and you had some frustrating times. And I remember there was one game that I thought that you had sort of just started being a facilitator for others. But it seems like to me this is the point of the season where there's a happy medium, where everybody knows their role and is fulfilling it or going where the action is.
That's the fun part about playing. You never know when it's going to be your time. And this guy to my right, you would think he would say, okay, I'm averaging this as a freshman this year. That's probably what I'm going to be every night. But that's not how our team goes, because we know that any night can be your night because of the way the ball moves, the way it finds energy, the way teams will scheme against certain players, certain ways. So that's a fun way to play when you never know when your night going to be, when you can have a big impact on the game. So you just got to keep working, stay ready for the moment. And even he was telling all of us, like, it was going to come. And our coaches was telling us, like, JP is going to have a big game because of the way he's been playing in the other games. He might not have been having 18 in the other games as well, but you can tell it's gonna happen the way you play, and when you play the right way and play for the team, you know time's gonna come where it's gonna be your night, and then just move on, keep going.
There have been times this year when the other team has tried to stop one person. That ain't working.
Yes, sir.
There's someone else.
Yes, sir. And that's the like I said, that's just the beauty of this team, and that's what makes it fun playing. When the ball finds energy, and when we move the ball. Tonight was a big goal. Ours was getting our pass count high because we didn't have as many passes as we wanted on Saturday night. So keeping the ball moving, keep getting the assist up. That's just gonna make the game fun.
I think that we're talking about the last game. Chattanooga's coach was talking about how you have to have. It's not you don't have a guy like a Michael Jordan out there scoring. It's the other guys that step up. Since you've been here, those other guys, do you guys have more offensive weapons, say, now than you've ever had in your career?
I would say this year we definitely have been reaching our assist goal of 20 assists more. So I think because of that, we're hitting more threes, more guys. They're having big scoring nights. I thought about it today. He scored more points than me our freshman year in one game almost, it felt like. So that's really the difference, I would say, as far as other years. I definitely think we always have had great talent, 1 through 15 on the team, but this year I feel like we're definitely moving the ball a little bit better, getting more assists, and getting more looks that people can make.
Mike, I want to ask you this just because it's kind of, you typically start the second half. That's been an issue coming out of halftime. And even though you're up 33-16 tonight, I'm sure Coach Ritchie reminded you guys of that at halftime. And you came out doing the same things you've done to close out the half, I thought. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, that's just a sign of growth and maturity of this team. Not playing to the lead, just playing to the standard. You're right, we have been struggling in that sixth quarter, we call it. So tonight we just focused on our principles that got us the lead, playing hard, tough defense, keep moving the ball, and we just got to take what gives us that. As long as we're playing hard and playing together, whatever comes from that, we just have to live with, because that's just how we're taught to play. So that was really just our focus.
I'm good. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mike.